Welcome to Introduction to Business, Business 110. My name is Mr. Rankin. This is a quick preview of the course. We're going to walk through the course and some of the methods and some of the success factors for this course. So Introduction to Business is like the name says, an introduction to business. We'll go through 5 units. Unit number 1 will be a lot of foundation. We'll talk about economics, the globalization. We'll talk about a little ethics. We'll try, particularly for the seated classes, talk about some interesting topics like Hooker Chemical, $300 house. But Unit 1 will all be about a foundation, and there'll be a unit test for each one of the units. Unit 2 will talk about how to manage people, different leadership styles, how to organize. Then Unit 3 will talk about employees. We'll talk about how to motivate employees. We'll talk about union laws. We'll talk about human resources laws, the history of unions, pros and cons of unions. Good discussion all around how to make sure your business or your company has the best employees they can. Unit 4 will get into interesting stuff about marketing. Okay, once I've decided on a product, how do I take that product and market it? How do I make people, how do I promote it? How do I do marketing research? How do I brand my product? And then Unit 5 is all about how do businesses keep score with their financial information. So how do they do accounting? How do they do a little overview of financials? How do you read a financial statement? So that's sort of the course. There'll be 5 units. A little bit about me. I've got 30 years of business experience, an MBA from Chapel Hill. This is my 3rd or 4th year of teaching. There's more details on blackboards. If you need to contact me, email works best. Quick little bit about logistics of the course. There'll be weekly lessons combined into units, perhaps. There'll be a checklist for each unit. There'll be a reading assignment. There'll be homework. There'll be a quiz, or some weeks there'll be a test. And each week there'll be a discussion board. Grades, I use the Wake Tech grading scale. This will all be in the syllabus, but 50% are tests, 15% projects, 25% assignments, split between 15% quizzes and 10% homework. You can read on down. Tests. There'll be 5 unit tests plus a cumulative final. I do drop your lowest test grade at the end of the semester. And because I do that, I don't give makeup tests. So if you're in my online or my hybrid, the whole course will be out there the very first day. You're welcome to work ahead if you know your schedule is going to be that. Students in the seated classes, if you know you're going to miss a test, you can schedule to take it early. But once the test is given, because I drop your lowest one, I don't do makeups. So if you miss one, that'll be the one that'll be dropped. There'll be study guides and practice exams available for each of the tests. The quizzes will be weekly. You get 3 attempts. I'll take your best one. Again, I don't take late ones, and I drop your worst one at the end of the semester. Their homework assignments each week to help you prepare for those quizzes and tests. There'll be discussion boards or participation for the seated classes. There will be a project in this class. The project I may give you an option of 2, particularly for the online. But the main project is we're going to give you a business, a simulation where you'll be given a business. You'll have to manage it over several quarters and several years by making all the decisions about that business. And you'll write us a 1-page report. Attendance. I take attendance every class for the seated at the start of the day. And please don't be tardy because it kind of interrupts things. I understand with parking and all that, sometimes it's unavoidable, but shouldn't be a repeat occurrence. Online, this is very important. Online class, it's taken by the discussion board, posted each week. Don't miss that. I don't want anybody dropped because I don't do the discussion boards. And I do follow the Wake Tech 10% rule. If you exceed more than, so for a seated class, it's 4 classes. I do have a couple extra credit that I'll explain. That'll be on Blackboard. I give up to 2 points if you play a stock market simulation game that's out there as part of the business club and write us a one-page report. I also, as a class at the end of the semester, if you get 70% participation in the course evaluation, I'll give 5 points on the final. Success factors, I'm sure most of you know these. Start strong. Make sure you review Blackboard. Make sure you review Connect. We'll use Connect in this course. And make sure you always access Connect via Blackboard. Go into Blackboard, then go to Connect, because that way the grades will all link. You need to check Blackboard in your emails at least every other day. Please ask me questions if you have any. Get in a routine. 80% of success is showing up, and there's a high correlation in every course between the ones that do the weekly lessons and the ones that do well. So that's a quick overview and preview. Any questions between now and the first day of class, just let me know. Thanks.